We are seeing an unprecedented drop in the precious metals market. Silver is down a terrifying 26%, and gold was down 10% just a second ago. So what the heck is going on with this gold and silver move? And are we about to see one of the most unholy crashes that we have ever seen, with this candle of death being printed on the silver daily chart? And whoever is making these memes of me, please stop, I'm going to cry. And why am I not wearing any shoes in this one? Who made me into a hobbit? So in all seriousness, what triggered this massive crash in precious metals? And there's not as much logic to it as you might suspect. The dollar is strengthening today off of the Trump administration's selection for the next Fed chair, which is going to be Kevin Warsh. The market was heavily expecting a very dovish selection for the central bank chairman. However, Kevin Warsh, while still dovish, may not have been as dovish as the market had expected. Meaning, yeah, he'll still cut rates, but it may not be the waterfall of rate cuts that was previously expected. This is causing the dollar to strengthen. And when you have market sentiment and euphoria at such highs for precious metals, we are seeing in front of our very eyes what a real precious metals crash can look like. Now, are precious metals done for? They're going to keep going down and down and down? I can't really say for sure, and I don't have a huge, bias on it. In fact, for those of you guys who have been watching my page for a while, you may remember that I was long gold, and I actually did trail out and felt kind of silly about it yesterday when it started heading back up, but now I'm feeling really grateful that I stopped out when I did. I locked in gains on this one, and I'm not looking to re-enter at this time. Though the longer term uptrend is still intact, I'm gonna let this settle down a little bit as volatility is absolutely wild, and macro fundamentals actually look a little bit mixed for me right now based on what I usually look at. So like I said, technical uptrend is still longer term intact, but here's why I'm a little hesitant to step in and buy the dip right now. And something could change in the coming days, but for now, here's a look at the macro. Inflation this morning came in higher than expected, with the producer price index number hitting 3% compared to the forecast 2.7. Higher inflation means that the Fed may not be able to cut interest rates as easily due to wanting to keep that under control by keeping interest rates elevated. Remember, more rate cuts is like printing money into the system, which makes precious metals go up. So we had a bearish signal on the inflation side of things here recently, and economic growth in the United States has actually been better than expected. If we take a look at GDP growth, it's been higher than forecast, services PMIs and retail sales also stronger than expected. That gives gold a more bearish reading on a stronger dollar idea. However, it's not all bearish for gold either. We have a really strong reading when we look at the jobs market. The last NFP report, weekly jobless claims, ADP numbers, and JOLTS job openings have all come in softer than forecasts, showing some potential strength for gold. So all things said and done, kind of neutral here. Let me know what you guys think about gold. Is this a buy the dip opportunity, or is this the start of a bigger crash? Oh, and comment the word course if you want my free fundamental macro course if you're trying to learn more about how to use this economic data to find better setups. And yes, it's completely free.